Talk with Tyson Bryden.
Welcome to Nonstop Rock Talk. I'm your host, Tyson Bryden. On today's show, I'm very happy to welcome drummer of the Killer Dwarfs, Darrell Millar. Darrell, welcome. How's it going?
Very good. How are you, Tyson?
I'm good,
we
man.
We finally got together after what? How many cancellations?
A couple.
Three?
Three cancellations, and that Blackberry Smoke concert got canceled an hour before I was leaving.
What?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, Charlie lost his voice.
Oh, no. I didn't even hear that. I was about to ask you, how was the show?
Yeah.
Oh, what a bummer.
I know.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess, stuff happens, man, out there. Wow, that's a drag.
Exactly. So it was like,
okay.
I was all ready to go, and my buddy phoned and said it's canceled. So it is what it is.
Oh,
they'll reschedule.
that's too bad.
I mean, they rescheduled 3 times already, I think, because of COVID. We had the tickets before COVID. So
right.
I'm sure you know how that is. I'm sure you guys had shows booked. Did you have anything booked before COVID?
I'll tell you one thing about Russ from the Killer Dwarfs. He's never missed a show in 40 years.
That's crazy, man.
I'm not kidding you. He's fought through a lot of vocal things, colds, flus, and stuff over the years. He's soldiered on, and he's pulled it off. I don't know. I hope I just didn't curse him. I don't know, but
wow.
He really, literally has never missed a show for his voice blowing out.
And he's got killer pipes too.
Oh, I know, man.
He's such
one of the best singers. He's one of the best singers around. He really is.
I agree. So before we talk rock, we got to talk some sports. I think we'll start with, we got to talk about Tom Brady, because, I mean, that was quite awesome that he came back. And you, as a Bucs fan, must have been pretty excited about that.
I was shocked, actually. I heard the rumors, and then they jumped the gun. It was very strange how all that went down. You must agree with me how they jumped the gun on his retirement.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. And then his dad is coming to his defense, like over everybody, putting out tweets and stuff saying he's not retired. This is false information. That's not true.
What?
And then like a week later, he's retired. He announces it.
Yeah.
It was just not the norm for a big star like Tom Brady to go out on. He went out on a really strange note.
It was really odd. Before the Super Bowl too, was it not?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it was. It was odd.
Yeah, and that's why I still had this weird feeling maybe that he was going to come back, and then I had this fear that he was going to come back and go to San Francisco or something. I had this weird vibe that he might leave the Bucs, because I was feeling and hearing inklings that he didn't get along with Arians anymore.
Yeah, and then Arians leaves.
I know, which even thickens the plot more. And then Brady puts up this big love letter on social media that he loves Bruce Arians and totally respects him and hopes he has a wicked retirement and all this shit.
It's so bizarre, man.
I just think it's like a 3-ring circus now. It's really strange. I love that he's back. I won't deny it. And I just hope he stays a Buck and just finishes it out. Because,
I hope so.
That's what I hope. I hope he doesn't go to like Miami or
there was a rumor that he was going to Miami. I was like, he just signed. Like, that's very bizarre.
Yeah, and all the guys are there, Evans, and all the guys are still in place. Gronk, they're all ready to play.
Did Gronk re-sign? Because I thought that was still in limbo.
Yeah, I don't think he has, but it'll happen. If Brady's there, Gronk's there. He's not retiring.
I mean,
he'll be there.
That's why he went there in the first place.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, right? So I'm just hoping it'll all be intact again, and we'll have another winning team, regardless of whether we make the Super Bowl or not, because I've been a Bucs fan for a long time, since 1998.
Yeah.
And before they won the Super Bowl in 2002, and Mike Allstott was my favorite player, and I have his jersey signed, a game jersey. I very cherish that for memorabilia. And awesome. I just I just am happy that we could have another ride, because it was such a drought after that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In 2010, in 2002, we won the Super Bowl, and then there was this long drought, right, till Brady came back.
Well, they could never get the right quarterback, right?
No, and Jameis Winston just fucking drove me nuts. I called him Pastry Boy because of his turnovers. So I actually call him Pastry Boy. I do. I always put up pastries on my sports page when he's playing.
Well, I mean, there were rumors that he might go back there when Brady retired. I was like, no, I hope not.
I heard that too, and I'm going, there's no effing way that can happen. No way.
Exactly.
So anyway, and, before we can move on the sports thing, unlike you or maybe everybody that's not a Patriots fan, like I literally didn't like Tom Brady.
Really?
Like I didn't like the guy, man. I respected him, but I hated Brady. I'm so sick of him winning. When he wasn't a Buck, right? Yeah. So then when he becomes a Buck and I have to start cheering for him, it was really surreal the first year he was with Tampa. I go, wow, I'm kind of a hypocrite here. I always said I don't like Tom Brady. Now I got to love him.
And
He's
then
my quarterback.
I know, and then he wins a Super Bowl.
I know.
And then you really love him.
I love him, right? I actually learned a lot, like watching him play with the Bucs, and learned a lot about him and his character. Yeah. And I actually watched a few documentaries on him. Even I started getting into the Go to see what he was about. And man, I have a whole new respect for the guy. Totally.
I honestly was a fan of Brady, and that's why when he went to Tampa Bay that I started following them, because because there had been all those years I liked Tampa, but I was like, Brady's going there. That's awesome. Because I'd watched him play for New England for years and just always liked what he did as a quarterback. And I mean, his record stands for itself, right?
Right. Who's your team?
Dallas, unfortunately.
Oh, Dallas! Oh man, they're long overdue to win a Super Bowl. They're worse than the Bucs. They're long overdue.
But Jerry Jones is like Harold Ballard. Until he goes, we're never gonna.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know what to think of Dallas. Wow, they always come close and then they kind of choke.
Well, we lost some key players and they haven't signed anybody. So I mean,
it'll be an interesting season this year.
We'll definitely will. I mean, I'm sure Tampa's going to be there. I can't even see Dallas. I don't even know if they'll win the division, but they don't have much going to play against in the division. So.
Yeah, we'll see. You just never know. They always seem to be a pretty good team, though.
They do.
They're never like crap. They're always pretty good, right?
No, yeah, they're pretty consistently winning, which is good.
Yeah.
We just want.
It's almost like they're like a dangling carrot team. They're always dangling the carrot. They're gonna win. They're gonna win in the playoffs. They're gonna go all the way.
Exactly.
And then. And then nothing.
Jerry Jones is the one that comes out and says that, though, at the beginning of the season. This is the team. We're going to win it all.
He shouldn't say that.
He should be. Exactly.
He's like jinxing the team before they even get off the ground. I know, man.
So, I mean, Leafs. So what do you think? How do you think the team is going to look in the playoffs this year?
Well, I'm a long time Leafs fan. I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal, though.
You are. Yes.
I don't want to show my age, but I will. I watched the Leafs win the Stanley Cup with my dad. I lived in Oshawa on Keewatin Street, and I remember it well. I'm born in 1961, and in 67, I was in the basement of our house on Keewatin Street in Oshawa. Black and white television. One of the ones that's a round wood. It's a big wood box with the round screen with the big knobs on the sides, right?
Yeah.
And I have vivid memories of seeing the game and seeing Keon and the whole deal. I have vivid memories. I'd be 6 years old, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're 6, and I remember the Leafs winning the cup, and I remember my dad freaking out. I remember his friends were over, and it was a bit of a party, and they were watching the game at our house in the rec room. So I actually am a guy here that saw the Leafs win the cup. I know everybody goes, they're never going to win the cup in my lifetime. Well, they won it in my lifetime.
A couple times, though, in your lifetime.
I'm just saying that, right?
Yeah.
But they haven't won since 67.
But
they've only won the cup.
They won in '64, didn't they, as well?
Oh, yeah, but I didn't see that one.
You wouldn't have seen that one. Yeah,
I don't. Only one I remember is 60. Yeah, I only one I remember is 67. I know they had a little run in the 60s, the early 60s. They were great, right? But anyway, as far as this year, I love this team. I love the Matthews era. I love Mitch Marner is my favorite Leaf. He was from the start when he first came to the team. I just think they've tried so hard to put a defense together. They've tried so hard to find the right goalies. It's just, man, they have a rough go with it, though. They try to do these trades. They try to make it happen in time for playoffs, and it always a little sketchy.
Yeah.
They're always a little sketchy. I mean, I'm a big Muzzin fan. He's not playing tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's hurt again. Like, come on, man. I think he's out again.
And Campbell's got an undisclosed injury as well.
Yeah, Campbell's not there either, and the rookie kid, Wahlgren or whatever, he can't handle it. He can't be a playoff goalie.
Hell no.
So what are we going to do? I mean, he's good, the kid. He's won a few games for us, but you can't throw him into a playoff against Boston.
No,
it ain't going to happen. So I don't know if we're screwed here or we're in good shape. I almost don't know where to go with it.
Well,
I know they're winning, but I don't know.
I know, and that's just it. I mean, the NHL, the playoffs and the regular season is so different. When you get into the playoffs, yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, all bets are off. Everything you did during the season means nothing.
Yeah.
So you go in, let's say they play Boston. Your first game, you're starting a brand new year, brand new game, a brand new series, a brand new season. Yeah. That's how I look at hockey. Playoffs are here, and the rest of the season's back here somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's good for you. You got into the playoffs with enough wins, but now you got to be the deal. Yeah. Now you got to be great, not good. You got to be great.
And Boston's scary. Boston's scary because they always step up in the playoffs.
They always are. They always are. Pasta and the Rat and these guys have got chemistry. They get serious chemistry, and their goalies always seem to be good enough, to play well.
Exactly. And that game a couple weeks ago against Boston, the Leafs looked really good against them.
But again, and we won. Right, and I'm like, big deal, right? That doesn't mean
regular
anything.
Season.
Yeah, I can't trust it. I wish I could say, hey, they beat Boston. They look great. But I can't.
No.
Because I'm looking at it like, hey, yeah, they beat Boston in the regular season. Wait till they play for real against Boston.
Exactly. And I mean, at that point when the playoffs start, I mean, Matthew scored all those goals. But again, that means nothing either because that's a whole new slate as well.
Yeah, and then what about Mitch Marner? Why does Mitch Marner have some weird mojo in the playoffs and doesn't show up? It's happened every year. He's amazing playmaker. He needs to be there. He's even scoring goals all the time now. He's amazing. But when he gets in the playoffs, he freezes up, it seems like, and he doesn't do anything.
Maybe maybe it's him trying to adapt to that different game of that more physical. I don't know. I'm
just hoping he matured. I'm just hoping that he matured, and now he's worked the bugs out of his mojo vibe of the playoffs, and he's just going to go in with balls out and be great. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, and the thing is, if they make it past the first round, then they finally hit that, they're going to the next step that they haven't been able to get past, right?
Well, everybody will quit talking shit about them finally if they can get past the first round.
Exactly.
But if not, it's going to be the choke of the century again.
Exactly.
We'll never live it down. I know this time we'll never live it down, Tyson.
I know.
If they don't get past the first round this time, it'll be, you'll hear about it for a decade from now that they can't get past the first round.
Well, I mean, I work with guys that are always, a little bit too excited before the playoffs begin. And they're like, they're going to go all the way. And it's like, man, we haven't even got past the first round. Just hold on a second here, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, start the parade. The parade's
exactly.
No, you can't do that with the Leafs. Like, you can't even talk about the cup. You can't mention the cup.
No, exactly.
You shouldn't, actually.
No.
You should just concentrate on that first round. The first round is key. We need to just put all the eggs into that basket. We need our goalies healthy. I don't know, man. We don't have much time left. I think there's 10 games left.
Yeah.
9. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
It's coming quick.
But fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But I mean, usually at this time, playoffs have already begun, right? We're mid-April. It's late
COVID.
this year, right?
Is this COVID thing, right? Has changed a little bit, but at least people are back in the arena, and it feels a little bit normal. I've went to a few games. It's feeling like normal almost here in Toronto these days. It's starting to feel that way, even though the pandemic's booming. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Wow,
it's like we're in a 6th wave. Look out.
Yeah.
But we're not wearing masks.
Yeah. I mean, the government obviously, hopefully knows something that, they realize that it's kind of downgraded to less than it used to be, I think.
Well, yeah.
Our ICUs aren't full.
No, and I had COVID, by the way.
I did too.
Yeah, in February, and I know about 25 people that have had this Omicron thing.
Yeah.
My brother just got over it, and he's 67. My wife and daughter both got it at the same time. We got it in Miami after the Monsters of Rock cruise, and we're all triple vaxxed, and we all breezed through it.
Yeah,
we barely got. We got a mild cold. I had a mild cough for about a week.
Yep.
My wife and daughter didn't even have that. They had a runny nose for a few days, and they were on the outs. So, fingers crossed on that the vaccine actually does work.
Yeah.
Because Meatloaf's dead, and he wasn't vaxxed, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't know if you know the story.
I didn't know that. Really?
Oh yeah, the story about Meatloaf. He does more movies than he does live shows, right? He's really a movie guy. Yeah. So he was on a movie set, and he got COVID on the movie set, and then he did an interview with TMZ, and he said that he's not vaxxed and he's not getting vaxxed, and he's got COVID, and he goes, if I die, I die. He goes, at least I died without the government telling me what to do. That's what he said. Wow. And a week later, he was dead.
That's crazy, man.
That's just unnecessary and sad.
It is. Wow.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. That's what happened.
Because that was kind of a shock out of nowhere that, Meatloaf has passed away. It's like,
Yeah, from COVID.
Yeah, and I didn't hear that part of it.
Yeah, just like that. So, I mean, here I am. He's older than me, but not by a whole lot. And, I'm triple vaxxed and I'm alive. Meatloaf, 0 vax, dead. I don't know, man. I have to believe in science at some point here, or we're all being scammed to shit. And it's hard to live with yourself thinking you've been scammed by everybody around, including the government.
I know, and I feel the same way. I just want to live. I want to be able to do stuff, and and
me too.
I want to trust my government.
Yeah, and I can't work without it. Like, I mean, my whole band had no problem getting vaxxed because we want to work. And that was a criteria of our job. We can't tour. We can't play shows. We can't even fly unless we're triple vaxxed. So we had no problem making that decision, all 4 of us.
Well, that's good. Now getting to music, but it's not Dwarfs yet. So I understand you recently went to see Wolfgang Van Halen.
Yes, I did. Yes. It's called the Young Guns Tour.
Yeah.
My daughter is 11 years old. She's actually a big fan of Mammoth, likes the record, which I'm happy that she does.
That's cool.
And she kind of pushed me into going. I wanted to go, but I was like, and she kind of pushed the buttons with me and said, we have to go see Mammoth. And I go, you know what? You're right. I like the record too. Let's go see Wolfie. And then the most pleasant surprise for me was Dirty Honey.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't familiar with them. And they kind of blew me away. Yeah,
they're a great band. They got it.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
They're
a really great band. That singer's killer. I was impressed.
I don't know how much radio airplay they're getting, if any.
I don't think they need any.
No.
They had a lot of fans there, man. That whole opera house was singing their songs.
That's
they went on first. It's like a double bill, right?
Yeah.
But they went on first, and everybody there knew all their songs.
That's cool.
It is.
I'm not even sure. What do they have? They have an EP out only, or do they have an album as well?
I purchased all the stuff after the show on iTunes. They have a full length that's a year old, and they have an EP.
Okay.
two records. One's an EP, 6 songs I think it is, and the other one's a full 8 songs or whatever.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
So there's two pieces of product you can get on iTunes.
I know they're a great band, and I've heard some of their stuff, but I wasn't sure on what they had for material out there.
Yeah, it's a straight up blues kind of rooted rock and roll band. Kind of, I hear a lot of Aerosmith in them. I hear a lot of early Aerosmith. I hear a lot of everything in them, like rock and roll, man. Like Black Crowes, lots of stuff in them. Just great.
That's
it's a singer. He's so impressive. Wow.
That's good. Now let's talk some dwarfs, some Killer Dwarfs. You mentioned you just did Monsters of Rock cruise back in, was that late January, early February?
Early February. That's our 7th cruise we've been on, and it took a lot for Larry Moran to pull this cruise off because of COVID, right? It's been canceled twice. A lot of bands pulled out because of COVID. Skid Row, a bunch of bands. And he pulled it off, Good for Larry, man, and gave us all that vacation we needed so bad, that paid vacation we love about Mork. And, Buck Cherry was on it, a bunch of bands that filled in for the other bands that didn't make it. And it was a great time. It was only half sold out. It's always sold out, that cruise. It was only half sold out because a lot of people just bailed. I guess they were afraid of COVID. I'm not sure. A lot of them didn't want to go on the cruise because of the bad press about cruises. So that ship holds 4,000. There was about 2,500 on it. You can't tell, though. It looks like it's packed. You can't tell when you're on a boat. But I was told by workers on the boat that it was only like over half full, just over half. And I go, really? That's the first time in 10 years that cruise hasn't sold out. It was all because of the restrictions. It was all because of COVID. A lot of anti-vaxxers, they didn't want to go on the cruise because they're not vaxxed. So there's that too,
So they miss out. I've never been on the cruise, and I've always wanted to go.
I highly recommend it. It's like nothing else. It's not like a cruise at all. It's just a floating concert hall of bands constantly playing and partying and excessive drinking and great people. It's just a good time, man. You can't have a better time than that. Yeah. It's like it's not your average cruise. It's cool. Totally different.
Well, I mean, that band Heat was on there on the cruise.
Yeah.
And I heard they were amazing.
They were. Bands from Sweden were on there, I guess. Yeah. They're
Electric
really
Boys
good,
were
great
there.
Bands.
Yeah.
Electric Boys. There's another band called Bite and Resist or something.
Resist and Bite?
Resist and Bite.
Yeah, that's Tommy Skiotch from Tesla.
That's Skio's band, right? Yeah. Okay, that's not the band from Europe. Okay, there was a couple bands from Sweden on there. I can't remember who.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of European bands this time that aren't usually on the boat.
Well, I mean,
that was cool.
That's cool. I just checked out Heat because of that singer just got the singer before is in Skid Row now. So I was checking out Heat to hear what he did with them, and really great material. Like he's got a great voice.
Yeah, he does. Let's see how long he lasts.
I know. Well, that's just it. Right?
I don't know what to think of that. It's a bit of a revolving door there.
It's crazy, man. It's just. And the funny thing was, they're like, "Well, we're putting out a new album with ZP Threat, the last singer," and then all of a sudden, this announcement with this new singer. Like, well, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I thought the last singer was supposed to be great.
He was. I seen him twice. He was awesome.
Heard he was hitting all the notes and just really, really good. So what happened? Like who knows? It was personal again, falling out. I don't know, man. It's not my bag. It's not my band. It's not my gig. I like those guys a lot. I toured with them. Yep. I like Snake and Rachel, but I also like Sebastian Bach too. We're really good friends. So, I was very lucky to tour with Skid Row and Pantera in 1992, and that was a very memorable tour of Canada. It was great.
The Slave to the Grind tour, was it not?
Yes. It was awesome.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. So, in terms of 2022, what is on the slate for the rest of the year for the Dwarfs?
Well, I'm happy to say that over COVID, we only played 4 shows, unfortunately. And that was, let's see, 2 of them were Monsters of Rock cruise. So think about that. So we only got to play 2 shows in 2 years in Ontario.
Crazy, man.
One was in Manitoulin Island. And the other one was, I can't even remember now. Can't remember where the other one was. Anyway, we only got to play 4 shows. And now we're making up for it.
Yeah.
So now our management is busting ass, and we're possibly playing as many as 30 shows in North America this year, and lots in Canada too. And I'm really excited about it. It's our 40th anniversary as a band, so we're planning a special show in Oshawa.
Oh, you are?
Cool. Yes, where it all started 40 years ago. So I can't say the venue yet because it's being worked on, but that's going to happen.
I will be there.
We also will play a Toronto show. There's a few festivals already announced. One's in Minnesota. One is in Philadelphia. There's another show in Pittsburgh. There's a festival in Saskatoon in August. That's done. Where else? They're all over the map. They're looking at Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg. That's happening. Then we're doing an East Coast tour that's being worked on right now of America. And I think we're going to end up in Arizona at some point, and Vegas and LA, and it's just great news.
That's awesome.
We're going to tour everywhere and anywhere, and then in 2023 we're going to go to Europe for the first time in a long time.
Wow.
Decades. Yeah.
Now,
so everything's looking good. We have new music that we need to get together and record.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you about that. That's awesome.
Yeah. We've been working on new music for a long time. It's just COVID again. It took the wind out of our sails. We were trying to at least a minimum release one track, you know what I mean? Like instead of a whole album to start. And I mean, we just didn't get in the studio together. So we're trying to make up on that too now. So, we're going to get together really soon before we go out and tour. I think our first show may be in June. So we have nothing right now. So now is the time to probably get in and record some music. So that's cool. What I'm hoping for.
That's cool. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because, and I mentioned this to you probably 4 or 5 years ago. We actually met for the first time back in the 90s at a small club in Oshawa. MGM's, I believe it was called. It's on Simcoe Street. It was a small yet cool Dwarfs gig, and it was really loud. But if you recollect, this was the night of OJ in the Bronco.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You were at that gig. I totally remember that gig.
You and I were standing at the bar watching it.
Well, we were watching
yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally remember that now. We were watching the whole thing unfold and going, this is insane.
Yeah.
Watching OJ in a Bronco. They're going to take him out. You know, that was nuts. Yeah, I remember that little club we played. It was up in Simcoe North.
Yeah. And what's funny is it's so funny too because this was around 94, 95 and you and I were talking about Motley Crue. And John Corabi was singing with the band and you and I were saying, well, what is going on with them? Like, what are they doing? And of course, I know you guys are friends with John. And and ironically, it was just funny because we were we were scratching our heads going, I don't know what's going on with those guys.
Well, it's bizarre because I got to know them when I was in that band Laidlaw.
Right.
I toured with Motley, and Nikki Sixx was my boss for like 7 years. So
that's crazy.
I went through this whole crazy thing outside of the Killer Dwarfs when we were on that hiatus, and that was before I met you, though. Because wasn't that in? Was it? Or was that in the...
No, I think it was...
94?
It was around 94, 95. So it was the end of Method to the Madness, I think.
Was Jerry in the band?
Jerry was still there.
Mike?
Jerry was still
Jerry.
there.
Okay. So that had yet to be... that hadn't happened yet.
Right.
I joined Laidlaw in the late 90s, 96, 97. Oh, wow. Sorry, I was thinking it was... the reunion. I was thinking it was the 2000s when we got back together again and toured. That was with Mike.
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah. So all that hadn't happened yet. So it's funny how we end up talking about John Corabi and all that, and then I end up getting to know the guy.
Yeah.
He was in Union, the band Union.
Yeah, I love them.
And Bruce Kulick, and I ended up recording at Bruce's house. Laidlaw did all their demos at Bruce's house.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, we did. And John was always over there. Wow. Yeah, he had a studio with Kurt Como in his house in the Valley. And so Laidlaw did our demos that got us a record deal there.
That's amazing. Irony.
I've been pretty fortunate. I have.
That's cool. Now, I want to ask you about Start at One, which was released. When was that released? 5-6 years ago? It re-released. I guess it'd be finally released.
Yeah. What happened is at the end of the Killer Dwarfs run, when the grunge thing hit.
Yeah.
Our record deal, lucky for us, had come to an end, but we fulfilled our contract. We had a $3 million record deal with Epic, and the deal ran its course. Method of the Madness was the third record.
Yeah.
And the option to pick it up, of course, they didn't pick it up because they signed Pearl Jam and they dropped all their bands.
Yeah.
So lucky for us, if the grunge thing had a hit, let's say after Big Deal, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Like we would never have recorded Weapons or Method of the Madness. We would have got dropped.
That's crazy.
But the timing of the grunge thing hit when our contract ended. So we were one of the lucky bands. Everyone else got just the boot. They got booted off Epic Records. Every metal band got kicked off that label.
That's crazy.
And they cleaned house and they signed Pearl Jam. That was their band. And Nirvana blew up, Soundgarden, all those bands that weren't really grunge, but they were still out of Seattle.
Yeah.
And so what we decided to do as a band is we said, so we don't have a major deal anymore. Let's record our own record. We have money. We recorded Stand Tall back in the day, and it worked. So we went in the studio and tried to record Start at One, and we did record it. We didn't try. We recorded the whole record on our own, and we produced it too with Fred Duvall, the engineer. And we were happy with it. We liked it. It wasn't the amazing production of Andy Johns. We knew that. Yeah. But it was a different sound. But the songs are pretty strong. And what else you going to do, you know? And so we tried to shop it. So we were shopping it to Metal Blade Records and all these indie labels, Megaforce, all these labels. No takers, man. It was unbelievable. No takers. Nobody, even though we had all that clout of who we were, and we had 3 million sales under our belt, we were like a bad thing. We were that
was every hair band. That was every band to like metal band.
We were a hair metal band, dude.
Whatever.
We were in we weren't really, but we were in that hair metal category. Yeah. And so we had to come to the realization that we needed to go away for a while. We had no choice. We shelved our record. We just sat on it. We just sat at Fred's studio, the Masters, and we didn't release it. We just left it there. So I went on and did my own thing. The band temporarily disbanded. We never broke up. We never do. Russ kind of went his own way and did some things, some solo stuff. I joined Laidlaw. And a decade went by, and we all just ran our course. And then in 2001, we got back together again. And I'd done 2 records with Laidlaw, and then I left that band. I lost my green card after 9/11, and there was some political stuff happening with that band, and I just walked away from it. Russ called me and said, I think time's right now for the Dwarfs to get back. So we did. And we did a live DVD at the Docks, and that was our kind of comeback thing. And we still didn't release Start at One, though. Yeah. Because that was Jerry, and then the Mike lineup came back. That's right. For 2001, right? It was the Dirty Weapons lineup. We had to run with that again for 5 years. Yeah. And then there was some things that went on there. There's a bit of bad blood still there. So that ran its course, and we went off the road again from 2005 to 2012 or whatever. Yeah. Then our manager now, Rob Zachs, he kind of was the catalyst to get Russ and I talking again. And I started my band called Automan by then, and I had been touring with Automan all across Canada. I even opened up for Iron Maiden, and I'm the lead singer in that band. So I got off the kit, and I was lead singer. So I'm just getting you up to date now, right? Yep. And then Robbie was the kind of the catalyst to get us back and have a meeting. And we went to this bar, and he invited Jerry, because I love Jerry. Like he's my favorite dwarf guitar player out of the 3 guys. Yeah, like he's fun. He's a great player. He looks great. There's nothing wrong with Jerry. He's just great. I just love him. Yeah. And so Jerry was my choice, and Rob said, well, let's call him up and see if he's interested. And he said he was interested. So we all met in this bar, and that's how this lineup now got back. And that was in 2012. And we called up Ronbo, the bass player, and he turned it down. Ronbo owns a business in Buffalo, and he's retired basically, right?
Yeah.
Like he just didn't want to come back and play music again. He'd already had this. He's got this garage that he owns and fixes cars and stuff. He loves that, and you got to respect that. So we said, no problem, man. We just, you're the man. You're Rombo. We offered it to you. We're going to go back out again and tour. We don't know for how long. So then I decided, I talked to the boys, and I brought John Fenton, who's in the band now, from my Automan band. I just said, this guy's really easy. He's a great bass player. He's not going to kill us in the middle of the night. I can trust him. Yeah. And let's see how he works out. So he never really even auditioned. I got him in the band, and we had a few rehearsals, and Russ liked him, and so did Jerry. And he got the gig, and he's been in the band ever since. So we got out on the road in 2013, and we went out and toured America first. And we've been touring solid ever since 2013. So we're coming in on 9 years, going into 10 years. It's one of the longest runs we've had as a band.
That's crazy, because I believe I saw you guys at, I think it was one of the first dates at the Rockpile East when it was there.
Yes. Yeah, that was one of the first dates. I know. We sold it right out. That was one of the first gigs. So good.
Good night.
It was a good comeback for us, that whole thing there when it first started. And then getting back to Start at One. So that was the record we toured.
Yeah.
Because that's Jerry, Russ, and I. That's our record, right?
Yeah.
So, we have all the rights to it. So we said, let's put Start at One out, and it'll be like frozen in time. It's a 20-year-old record. We recorded it in 1993. They go, and it's 2013. It's like 20 years later.
Yeah.
It's a record frozen in time. That's what we were back then. Let's put it out. And we did. And we've been touring it ever since, really, in a way. I mean, that's the only new record we put out. And then we did a great live album. That Live No Guff record.
It sounds great. I just picked it up. I bought the CD.
I'm proud of it.
It sounds great. And Jerry's guitar on both of the, actually, I love Jerry's guitar on Start at One. I love the grittiness and the rawness of the guitar sound on that. But
it's a little heavier, I know.
It is. It's cool. But the live one sounds great as well.
Yeah, I'm proud of that Start at One record. Of the No Guff live record. I mean, that's the real deal, man. We didn't doctor that up and stuff, that's like, you can do a lot. You can take the tracks and take them in the studio and do a lot of things to them. But I mean, all we did is master it. We took it in, and Fred did some EQing and things like that. Yep. And that's the band, man. There's no backing tracks. There's no like double guitars. There's nothing. That's what we sound like live. And there's something to that you have to respect about that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, Russ sounds great on it, on the live,
Absolutely. His voice is still killer. He's like 60 years old. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I had a question about the early years of the Dwarfs, the first album.
Mm-hmm.
Which was self-titled, was released on Attic Records, right?
Right.
What did the Attic decide to move on from you, or did you guys, like the band changed and there was I'm sure there was a whole bunch of things that went on.
Yeah, well, it's all in my new book, Thunderfoot.
Ah, okay.
There's your segue. And that whole history of that is in my new book. But Cole's Notes version of it is they wanted us to record some music that we didn't want to record. They were looking at probably trying to get us a quick hit on the radio. And we had already done so well with the first album with Heavy Metal Breakdown. We already solidified our fan base in England and stuff. And I'm sure we had a lot of the same fans Motorhead had at that point, because we were a heavier band actually on that first album. And they wanted us to record Hot Child in the City by Nick Gilder, pop song. What? Absolutely, they did.
That's insane.
Absolutely, they did.
That's insane.
Oh, I know. Does that make sense to you?
No.
Like, how could we go from Heavy Metal Breakdown and Are You Ready and Can't Lose, and then Russ is singing, We'll Make Love? like hot child in the city.
I can't see it.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
The fans would have
Running
went.
wild, looking pretty. They were looking for a hit, man. They wanted a pop hit on the radio, but you can't take a Killer Dwarfs band and twist it and turn it into that overnight.
No,
So that's it, man. There's more to it than that, but I don't want to get into that because it'll take too long.
No, and I don't. And that's good.
You
That's
read
good
it in my book, but that's why we left the label.
Okay.
We didn't get dropped. It was an amicable split.
You know what? I mean, it's funny because I remember I was probably, I think, 10 years old. Toronto Rocks.
Yes.
Heavy Mental Breakdown came on.
Famous.
I know, and it was a great video. I remember seeing it. It was in rotation all the time.
Yes.
Midweek Metal Mania.
And that was before Much Music and MTV.
John Major.
There was just those TV shows. It was Good Rockin' Tonight, if you remember, from the West Coast.
Yep.
David Mulligan, Samantha Taylor, I think was her name.
Was she on
Good
Video
Rockin'
Hits?
Night.
Samantha.
Or Video Hits. That was the other one. I'm trying to remember. But there was like about 3 or 4 of them. Right?
Yeah, and
some were West Coast, some were East. Toronto Rocks was the East.
Toronto Rocks was, and
we were all over them. We were all over them.
Awesome.
It was the beginnings. It was the beginnings of rock and roll, man. The beginnings of video. I'm kind of love that too. That we're the Killer Dwarfs, are kind of pioneers too, because we were some of the first bands ever to act in videos and have them released on MTV and Much Music. We were there. We started it.
You guys had some of the greatest videos.
They were great. People loved them. We still hold the most rotation on MTV for an independent band because we were on Grudge Records back then and Maze Records before Epic. Yeah. And those 2 Stand Tall videos are iconic. Keep the spirit alive and stand tall.
I mean, the best is when Russ falls through the roof in the crate breaks open, and then he's on stage.
And there he is standing there. And when he blows Mike blows the dust off his shoulder. It's just so natural, right? We didn't even know what we were doing. We're not actors, but it was just so natural. I don't know.
I mean,
anyway,
Epic,
it's fond memories for me.
Epic did kind of try and bring that comedy in the next video. They
did. We Stand Alone. I don't think it had quite the magic of the other two.
I mean, the Cuddly Cola thing was funny, though.
Yeah, people still think it's pretty cool, but I just found that we were at the end of our comedy run, kind of deal, right? You can't keep doing the same thing forever.
No.
Like even Twisted Sister and stuff, if you saw their videos, we were similar in a way that they were really well put together videos with a humorous twist to them. Yeah. Twisted Sister had the same thing, right? But they moved on as well, right, into more performance videos and live, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you have to evolve in some way. I mean, Dirty Weapons as a video was a great looking video, and I'm sure it was very expensive.
It was. Good. It put us in a different realm. That by the way, that's our largest selling record. By the way, Dirty Weapons.
It's a great album.
Sold the most records worldwide. Right.
Really?
You could say that's our most successful record to date. Yeah.
I'm still trying to find it on vinyl.
It's out there.
It's a hard
one though.
It is
because it was at the end of vinyl.
Yeah.
They didn't press a lot of them. Remember when vinyl all of a sudden, you could get cassette and vinyl, and then CDs came out, and then the CD started taking over on the vinyl, and so they instead of pressing usually they would press 100,000 pieces of vinyl, right?
Yeah.
And then right on that tail end, 89, 90, that's when they stopped pressing vinyl. So I literally think they might have pressed 500 copies of vinyl. That's why you can't find it.
I mean,
and the rest were CDs.
I had to get Big Deal from Europe. I couldn't even get it here in Canada. I got it from Europe on Discogs.
Well, that came out on vinyl for sure. There's probably more copies of that one than Weapons.
Yeah, it's probably just going into the store at the right time and actually finding one. Yeah. You know what I mean? A used copy.
Yeah, and then Method of the Madness never did come out on vinyl.
Which is disappointing. I'm sure it was sound great on vinyl.
They were done with it by then. They were only doing a CD at that point.
Wow.
It's weird how the format's changed.
Oh, it is, and I mean now,
and now vinyl's cool again.
I know. People exactly
want it.
Exactly.
Holy shit! Unbelievable.
I lost my stand. I had a robbery. I'm sure you know that. I think posted it on Facebook. My place got robbed a few years ago.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
200 vinyls, and my Scan Tall copy got ripped off.
It's probably on eBay right now. It's probably one of them.
Probably is,
there, right?
and it's expensive.
Look at thieves, man. Thieves. I hate thieves more than anything.
Me too.
I really do. I hate thieves. I do.
I agree.
It's just not cool, man, to steal from people and take stuff that they worked their whole lives for, and you come in and steal the shit. Come on,
Exactly.
have some kind of heart of some kind. Like it's
Exactly.
I have no tolerance for thieves, bro.
Oh, I'm with you, man. I mean, I lost 4 guitars in that robbery too.
Yeah, sends me into a violent rage thinking about it. Yeah, like literally.
Well, Darrell, I mean, it's been a pleasure. The Leafs game's coming on. I'm sure you're going to go watch the Leafs game.
I am right now. Leafs
Awesome.
in Buffalo.
Leafs in Buffalo.
Go Leafs, go. Thank you for letting me go so I can go watch it.
Absolutely, man. I'm going to go watch it myself. So
Yeah. So before I go, whoever is tuning into this, please, I am on a book tour right now, and I'm promoting my book. One of the reasons we're talking, I know we got into sports and all that because that's what we do.
Yep.
But my book, Thunderfoot, it's volume 1. It's called Thunderfoot, Chronicles of a Rock and Roll Pirate. You can get it at dunkspirateshop.com, autographed and free shipping, or you can get it on Amazon worldwide. So I'm very proud of the book. I have 2 more volumes to write. I have 2 books out. One is called Guardian of a Timekeeper. That's not about rock and roll, but the new one is 50 years of my career, starting from day one.
I'm going to pick that up.
It's doing very well, and it's getting rave reviews, and I'm very happy with it.
Cool. I'm excited to read it. So,
all right, cool.
So that's cool.
So that's that. That's all I have to plug other than the dwarf shows. I can't talk about, unfortunately, some of them because it's just a gag order when it comes to promoters.
Yeah.
And understandably so, if there's a big, giant, let's say there's a giant festival, I can't release it before they do. It's their thing, right? So I can't tell you about these big shows we're doing in Ontario, too. There's some in Ontario, but it will be announced in the next month. Cool. And I promise you, everybody will be happy and they'll be able to see the band a lot this year compared to not at all for the last 2 years.
And you know what's funny? I tried to buy a Dwarfs t-shirt the other day. Mm-hmm. And it's in American. Does it come from the States?
Where did you try to buy it though? Was it off KillerDwarfsBand.com?
It could have been. I was like, oh, it's in USD.
Our shirts are manufactured in America they actually are.
Oh, okay.
So that would be why it's in US probably, and stuff on my site's in US too. So
that is what it is.
Yeah, that's all that is. But yeah, our shirts are manufactured by the same people that Monsters of Rock use. So we have a connection with them. So they're good people. Okay. Shirts are high quality. That's all that is. But at the shows, you might as well wait it out and come to a show.
I'm going to.
One in Canadian.
Well, I'll be coming to Oshawa for sure. Maybe Toronto too. We'll see.
That's all you got to do. Okay, Tyson. Thank you very much for the interview.
No problem, Darrell. Thank you.
I'll talk to you. I'll see you in Oshawa.
Okay, man.
Learn about it.
All right.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
Go Leafs, go.
Go Leafs, go. Take care.
All right.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.